In this part, we'll write a function that will start the app and we will structure the game loop. At the start of the function, we'll get an initial state that will contain things like the position of the snake, food, best score, and container size. Then we launch event listeners to update the state when the player presses keys or resizes the window. At the end of the function, we start the game loop consisting of 3 stages: waiting for the next iteration, updating the state, and rendering. Let's start by removing console log and declaring variable for state. Important moment here is that this variable is the only place in the game where we are using let. All other part of the game will be immutable, but not to not overcomplicate things, it will make it mutable. For now, initial state will be empty object. We will fill it in the next part. Also, we create a function to update the state. It receives object containing some props and it changes state mutated. Next, we add an event listener. So every time it changes the size of the window, function will be called. For now, let's just console log text here. Next event listeners is for K down event. This event happening when we are pressing and holding the key. If we take which property from the event object, we can understand what key was pressed. So every key on keyboard have its own code. And the same for key up. So when a user release key, this event will be called, and we also can know which key was released by getting which property from this event. Next, we are writing our function that will be called inside of the game loop. So basically, this is game loop. First, we receive new properties for the state. This is what should be changed inside of state. After we receive these properties, we can update the state, and with new state, we are ready to render our game. So let's, for now, make an empty function to receive properties and simply console log some text. We'll fill it in one of the next parts. And we need a region for rendering. Here we will place all function needed to render elements of the game. It will be the main function. It will receive state and will deal with rendering. Next, we'll use a set interval function that will call tick function infinitely after a set amount of time. So let's create a region for constants, and update every will be measured in milliseconds, and we'll measure all time periods in this game in milliseconds. Here we divide 1000 on 60. What it means? It means that game will be rendered 60 times per second, because in 1 second we have 1000 milliseconds. Here we can see how it called in the browser. Don't forget to reload window to see changes. And if we make it equal to 1000, it means that it renders every second. It's much slower. If we try to press some keys, you can see key down events and key up. Let's come back and update every. Check out my app at increaser.org, designed to help you stay focused, make work done, keep progress, see if you give enough time to projects, and find unproductive patterns. By working with the app, you will build discipline and self-accountability that are required to succeed.